live right now. Woohoo! Hi everybody. It's Kat, and I've had a wonderful week. Is this a new week?
It's a new week and a new month. It's April
Sometimes
1st.
I don't really know what time or day it is. You know that, right? Because aren't you so glad that one day in heaven we won't have to have calendars? You just know the events that are going on and you know where to go, and it doesn't matter how long you stay. So, you know, I try to live on earth as they live in heaven, but sometimes it doesn't quite work out when it comes to the time thing. Anyway, I just want to let everybody know we're going to have an awesome special broadcast on Wednesday, the 3rd of April. And I will be doing one with Ben Lim, and he'll be airing from Hollywood, California. Ben Lim is the pastor of His Way Life Church. It's an underground church. Now, not underground like in Korea underground, but we do call it the underground Korean church. That's most of the congregation are. Let me tell you, I've never seen a congregation so fired up with passion for the things of God. It was loud, it was wild when I was recently there, and there was so much hunger. It was a joy, and it was kind of crazy with all the stuff going on, but let me tell you, God showed up. It was awesome. The glory cloud was all in the atmosphere. I could see that heavy mist when it begins to form, but I'll be doing from his end, okay? He will be interviewing me on a split screen. This is so cool, the first time we've tried to do it, and he recently had Jeff Jansen as his guest that he interviewed, but this Wednesday it will be me. So if you're in California, it will be 8 a.m. time in California on April the 3rd. And if you want to see the split screen part, is that right, Jen?
Yes.
If you want to see the split screen one, because from our side, if you just come to mine, you'll probably just be seeing me speaking. You won't see.
No, they won't see.
No, Jen's correcting me.
They won't see you at all on yours.
They won't see me? You won't see me at all?
No.
Okay, this is the thing.
Because you're joining his Facebook Live.
I'm joining his.
So it's strictly on his Facebook page.
On his Facebook page, you will see the split screen with him and myself,
Yes.
right?
But when it's over, we will share it to your page.
When it is over, when the live broadcast is over, we will share it to my page, and then you can see it from here. But if you want to be a part of the live broadcast that will be going on, that will be, when you see it, it'll be 8 a.m. his time, right? Mm-hmm. But here, because we're 3 hours ahead of California in Florida, it will be 11 a.m. You're going into the future, okay, from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. So from west to east, 8 a.m. their time in California, but here it will be 11 a.m. in Florida time. Thank God I don't have to be up for an 8 a.m. interview, because I get to sleep 3 hours more because of the time thing. So sometimes it is good. Anyway, it's going to be powerful. We're going to talk about heaven, being involved in what God is doing right now in the earth. And it possibly will last about an hour. So if you want to watch it, you need to sign up to Ben Lim's personal Facebook page. And then you can see the whole thing, the split screen thing. And again, if you're here on the East Coast, it'll be 11 a.m. your time. If you're here on the East Coast, 8 a.m. in California. So I hope you can join us. But if you aren't able to be a part of the live one, people will be giving all kind of comments at that time. And they will show up on Ben Lim's Facebook page, because that is where we will be airing from as a split screen. And so East and West join together, and it's going to be a powerful heaven invasion. We're going to probably both be doing some decorations for everybody. How about that? Get something from the East Coast and the West Coast. Opposite. West Coast and the East Coast. This is what happens when you go to bed at 8 a.m. And I just did an event in Orlando, and I think we were up something like 14 hours, you know, just getting ready, driving there, doing the event, and then driving back. It was kind of crazy. However, I did have a little bit of a comedy relief, because we played Tim Hawkins the whole way home to Jacksonville, And I know my insides are still hurting from laughing. If you don't know who Tim Hawkins is, you are really missing something. And I know we have some amazing Christian comedians more now than ever before because they're tapping into their gift. But Tim Hawkins is definitely one of those who's been around for a while. If you want to have some nonstop comedy, look up Tim Hawkins live or just Tim Hawkins. He is kept so busy. As soon as he posts his events, they like sell out. I'm going to try to make one of them this year. So we laughed in our little Kia all the way home from Orlando and got here about 2:45 a.m. and then was up till like 6 a.m. Just getting everything done and ready so I could go to sleep. So
someone's noticed your button.
Oh, yes, I do have something to say. Did you all notice anything different that I have on right now? You better get ready for one product after another that represents heaven or heaven on earth or heaven operating in us or us standing against the darkness, because we have our newest one right here. And I love this quote. I used to say this a lot around here in the office. I would say it all the time. And finally, the Holy Spirit said, why don't you advertise that? Put it on something and wear it. So they came today. I'll actually get to take some to Israel with me. If you're coming on the Israel tour, where we fly out this Friday for Israel, we're there for 10 days. I'm sure we will try to do some Facebook Lives from there. If possible, we're going to do it. But it's going to be exciting. It's with the Elijah List has invited me to be a keynote speaker. And we get to go to all those amazing, powerful places in Israel that you hear about in the Bible. But we're also going to have some fun things going on. And I will actually have my buttons for the first time in Israel. How about that? I don't do demons. Nuh-uh. I torment them. How do you like that? If you like it, look for it soon on our store, revealingheaven.com. We're going to have it up there really soon. And you know what that little lightning bolt means? That means Satan was thrown out of heaven on a lightning bolt from the Father's own person. It's one of his personal weapons, God the Father. And so I'm sure he loves this. There's a little lightning bolt to remind Satan that your end came when you were kicked out of heaven. You lost your seat. You lost any authority you had. You lost everything when you tried to take over heaven. Zap, bam!
Do you want to share with them the awesome thing that happened when designing that button?
Oh, while designing this button here, I already had told our team member, our creative team member, he was working on it for us, doing a great job, Chris. Woo! And so I had said, well, we want to put on the button, I don't do demons. And then I went in the other room in my office and I asked the Father, is there anything else you want put on that button besides those words? And he said, he told me to go pull this gift bag. I get them all the time. Thank you, people, for your lovely gifts. Make sure they will fit in my suitcase, okay? Because sometimes my husband has to carry them on the plane. That's just a little item of interest. So he said to pull this one gift bag out of this box where I had some. And on it, the gift tag was a lightning bolt, a huge lightning bolt. He said, that is what I want on that button. So go out there and show Chris. So I'm walking out the door to our creative area, and I said, this is what he wants on the button. And so believe it or not, he'd already started working on it. And I said, see what else you come up with. So he had the words, I don't do demons, but he had already put on that button lightning bolts. How about that? So God had already showed him what to do, and I'm showing him the confirmation. This is how we work here. It's wonderful when you know that you're hearing God correctly, and then you can operate in it right there. So here we go. This is what we came up with. This is the Father's desire to remind us all that we are not supposed to partner with darkness. We are supposed to crush it. So have a great night, and I probably will be back tomorrow sometime to do a broadcast on all the other upcoming events we have. I have to go find some dinner somewhere for the rest of my family. And so I will see you later, and may the host go with you.